If only this were Smellyvision. So, like I said, sorry about that pause there, there's a kid on a motorbike. If only this were Smellyvision. We've got here, littered along this old dry riverbed, carpets of wild garlic. You know, you either love it or you hate it. I don't mind it, I think it's quite pleasant, it's quite a pleasant smell. And it's this dry riverbed and bankings absolutely covered in it, carpeted in it. Plus, carpets of bluebells as well. Now, neither of them are in flower, neither of them are in bloom, so hopefully in the next couple of weeks they're going to be in bloom at the same time. We've also got pockets here and there of what look like little yellow buttercups. Now, if they're mixed in with the garlic and the bluebells, it should make for quite a pleasing image, quite a colourful image. So that's all I'm doing. I've come out for a ride on my bike. I'm having a little bit of a scout round, and I'm taking some photos, framing up some compositions so that I know what to look for when I come back. The only thing it's missing, this place, by the looks of it so far, I'm going to go a little bit further up this stream, riverbed, as it looks as though it used to be. The only thing it needs is for somebody a little bit further up to turn tap on, or for it to rain heavily for a good couple of days, and hopefully then might be a little bit of water flowing down this riverbed, a little bit of water tumbling over some of these mossy covered boulders with this wild garlic. When it flowers, this wild garlic, it flowers lovely white, tiny little white flowers on it, and that with the bluebells that are all over the place, might make for some nice colourful images in a week or two's time. So all I'm doing is scouting round. I'm going to have another little bit of a walk. I'm going to push my bike a little bit further up this riverbed, and I'll see who I can find a little bit further along. Just needs water. Tumbling off there, wild garlic, bluebells in background. Beautiful, but I can't see it. bit of a ride from where I was earlier on, and I've come to a different part of the same woodland, really, local woodland. It's a quite little corner. It looks as though not many people walk through it. There are a few paths, but it's a little bit difficult to get to, so I can't see that many people walk through here at all. And just here, I think because not many people walk through it, and I've been really careful to work out where I was placing my feet, bluebells are actually flowering. And what there is there, under them trees, there's holly bush on the right, a couple of oak trees there on the left, and there's an S-shaped path curving between carpets of bluebells. Now when they flower proper in a week or two, that'll make a lovely leading line. Okay, and we've got, it's not flowering yet, or it's not in leaf yet, but that path looks as though it's going to be framed by a little tree. I'm not sure what brand of tree it is, but it looks like it's going to be framed by the tree that's growing on the top of the path. So that's certainly going to make a pleasing image in a week or two. So that's certainly one to come back to. But I've taken a couple of photos of it now, and like I said earlier, my plan is to come back in a couple of weeks' time and do part 2 of this video and take some more photographs, same compositions. I'm going to show you that one now, and then obviously in part 2 I'll show you the one where it's in full bloom. Now I think is a good time to sit where it's quiet and eat the apple. So I need to be really careful where I kneel here, because there's stinging nettles all over the place. I've only got these thin cycling legging things on. So yeah, on my way home I found this quiet corner of this local woodland, and it must be in full sun all day because these bluebells are actually in full bloom. A lot of them are anyway. I think the sun rises up here to east and sets behind you there to the west, and there's an opening in canopy. So warmth of the sun of the last couple of days must have released the energy that they've been storing over winter and have come into bloom a little bit on the early side. There are a couple of bumblebees that are flying about, going about the normal daily business. I'm going to try and capture a couple of images of them as well. I can, but I'm going to try and get a couple of close-up macro shots. I've changed to my 50mm prime lens. Goes down to f1.8, so I'm going to try and get a couple of macro shots and blur the background on them if I can. What I've also got to be really careful of is because the sun's behind me in shadow, and it's getting lower and lower and lower. It's quite late now, it's 3:30, so the sun is quite low in the sky, meaning the shadow is going to be quite long on the ground, and I don't want obviously my head in shot, so I'm trying to get as low as I can. I might even move to a different clump of bluebells, but I don't want to shoot into the sun. I want the sun directly on me. So that'll be it from me for today. Just a short video scouting some of these locations, framing some of these compositions before I come back in a week or two with my camera and maybe filters when light's better, because it's sort of 3:15 now. It was at midday-ish when I came out. Light's really harsh. So maybe early morning, late evening, when the sun's a little bit more subtle and there's a bit better light, I'm going to come back. Hopefully everything will be in bloom. There might be a little bit of a canopy on trees as well by that time, and I'll take some before. I've took some before shots that I'm going to put on now, that so you can see what they're like, and then in part 2, the after shots, when I come back, more or less, if I can, exactly the same location, exactly the same composition, when everything's obviously in full. Bit of blue, bit of white, bit of yellow if possible, and obviously some green to throw in as well. So thanks very much for watching. I'll see you all again soon on part 2. Bye.